and welcome to Herald TV News at 3 with me, Tasleem. Goa bench of Bombay High Court asked petitioners Hanuman Parab and Floyd Coutinho to approach State Police Complaints Authority. Parab had filed a petition against Police Inspector Sagar Ekoskar for assault and Coutinho had filed a petition against Ekoskar for harassment. The court ordered that the petitioners should approach the State Police Complaints Authority and ask the SPCA to expedite the disposal of both complaints.
Goa bench of Bombay High Court asked Hanuman Parab to approach State Police Complaints Authority. Parab had filed a petition against DYSP Sagar Ekoskar for assault. Coutinho had filed a petition against Ekoskar for harassment. Hanuman Parab had earlier filed a police complaint against DYSP Sagar Ekoskar and Police Inspector Prajot Phate at a Valpoi police station for alleged unprovoked assault and violence. Parab and around 150 farmers from Pisulne village were protesting the siltation of their cultivable fields and on account of the water bodies ravaged by illegal mining activities in the village. Suddenly, the policemen arrived in a bus and two jeeps led by PI Phate and rounded up the farmers and took them to Valpoi police station. DYSP Ekoskar arrived and grabbed my phone. I sustained a cut after Ekoskar suddenly punched me on my left eye, Parab told Herald. The DYSP later, along with PI Phate, assaulted me with kicks, Parab alleged.
माननीय उच्च न्यायालयान आज जो निकाल दिल्लो आसा ताजे आमी स्वागत करता आणि आमी याचिका जी आसा ती पोलीस कंप्लेंट ऑथॉरिटीक आमी फायल करतले. दुःख दिसता इतलेच की राज्य सरकार आणि खास करून होम मिनिस्टर यांच्यानी आपल्या अधिकाऱ्याचेर अजून कारवाई करूंक ना. कित्याक जेन्ना आमकां 11 मार्चाक तेणें पुलीस स्टेशनान व्हरोन सगळे आमी 14 लोक आसले शेतकरी आनी त्यांच्या पुलीस स्टेशनार सगळ्या उजीर तेणें मारले. हे CCTVन सगळे तेंचे येयल्ले आसा आनी CCTVन येयल्ले आसतना DGPन जे एक्स DGPन ऑर्डर इन्क्वायरीची ऑर्डर दिल्ली पूण कांयच जावंक ना आणि आता पर्यंत अजून पर्यंत कांयच जावंक ना. आणि आमी ऑनरेबल प्रायम मिनिस्टर हांकां पत्र बरयलें, ऑनरेबल होम मिनिस्टर हांकां पत्र बरयलें. तांच्यांनी रिप्लाय फायल केलो, चीफ सेक्रेटरीक डायरेक्ट केलें की इन्क्वायरी करची आनी एक्शन घेया. अजून पर्यंत ताचेर कांयच जावंक ना. म्हणून आमकां ऑनरेबल हायकोर्टा मुखार वचचें पडलें आनी हायकोर्टान आमकां जो ऑर्डर दिल्या ताचें आमी स्वागत करता. आमी रोखडेच SPCA समोर वतले आनी आमचें म्हणणें कितें आसा तें आमी मांडटले. पूण राज्य सरकार जे शेतकऱ्याच्या हिता खातीर खास करून मायनिंग बेल्टान ऑनरेबल सुप्रीम कोर्टान आदेश दिल्या नंतर सुद्दां आज पर्यंत अजूनय आमच्या गांवांत आमकां उदक मेळना व्यवस्थीत. आमच्या शेतकऱ्याक नुकसान भरपाई ना. शेती आमची परत पुनर्जीवित करपा खातीर जे कितें एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंटा कडल्यान मदत जाय तांच्यांनी येवन पळोवंक सुद्दां ना. गेली कितलींशीं वर्सां हे आमचे प्रश्न असेच पडलेले आसा. आज बागायती नष्ट जाल्ली आहा, शेतान मोठ्या प्रमाणात पाणी थंय साचलेलें आसा. हायकोर्टा समोर आमी पयलीं गेल्या नंतर तेंच्यांनी ऑर्डर दिल्ले की तळे बांदप हे सगळें करप. अजून पर्यंत काम खंयचेच स्टार्ट जावंक ना. अजून पर्यंत लोकांक जे पाणी स्टोर करपाक ज्यो टाकयो दिवपाच्यो आसल्यो त्यो अजून दिवंक ना. अशा प्रकारचे म्हणजे गलथानपणा मोठ्या प्रमाणात हे खाण डिपार्टमेंट आणि खास करून मुख्यमंत्र्या कडल्यान जाता. मुख्यमंत्र्यान खरें तर हेजेर एक्शन घेवंक जाय आसलें आपल्या अधिकाऱ्याचेर. आमकां तेंच्यांनी आश्वासन दिल्लें की तुमचो प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व जातलो. उपजिल्हा अधिकारी तांकां आमी सांगून ते सॉल्व करतले. हें आश्वासन आमकां 9 मार्चाक तेंच्यांनी दिल्लें.
प्रसाद पोलजी for Herald TV.
With an increase in the number of crimes against women, activist and former member of the Women's Commission, Tara Kerkar has demanded that the government appoint the Women's Commission members. Kerkar stated that the Women and Child Department's Women Commission that takes up cases of violation against women have been inactive for nearly 5 months. Kerkar has requested Women and Child Development Minister Vishwajit Rani to appoint a commission.
Former member of the Women's Commission, Tara Kerkar, demanded that the government appoint the Women's Commission. Kerkar stated that the Women's Commission, which takes up cases of violation against women, is inactive for 5 months. She has requested Women and Child Development Minister Vishwajit Rani to appoint a commission.
सकाळी पुढे आता वुमन कमिशनाकडे गेले, ऑफिसान गेले वुमन कमिशनाच्या, जाल्यार हांवें थंयसर पळयलें की वुमन कमिशनाचे कोणूच मेंबर थंयसर ना. मागीर थंय आमी चवकशी करतकूच म्हाका अशें कळोन येयलें की 5-6 म्हयने जाले की वुमन कमिशन जो बॅच आसा तो तेंच्यांनी गव्हर्मेंटान काडूंक ना. कितें करता वुमन एंड चायल्ड डिपार्टमेंट, डायरेक्टर ऑफ वुमन एंड चायल्ड हे करतात तरी कितें? हे खंयचें आनी तेंचें राजकारण म्हाका कांय कळना. 5-5 म्हयने जाले वुमन कमिशन थंय बसना आनी बायलां इतली हांगासर ड्रग्सान मेली, कोणाचो खून जालो, कोण उदकान बुडोवन मेले, कोणाचें आनी कितें जालें, रेप जालो, माती गोबर, बायलांचेर अत्याचार दिसान दीस वाडतच आसा. आनी हेंचे कडेन कितें म्हणलें जाल्यार वुमन कमिशन ना. म्हणजे हेंच्या भितर सुद्दां राजकारण चलता काय कितें अशें आमकां दिसून येता. आमी सरकाराक सांगूंक सोदता की तुमी एक अशी कमिटीची थंयसर नेमणूक करा जी खरीच तुमकां सपोर्ट करतली कशी, पण तुमकां सपोर्ट सोडा की लोकांक सपोर्ट सोडा कांयच ना. आतां चवकशी थंयसर केल्या 20 काय 25 केशी थंय येयल्या खंय आनी ते बी बाय पोस्टान कोणें धाडल्या पळय त्यो. बाकीची कोण तर थंय वयता जाय जाल्यार सरळ सांगता कमिशन बसोंक ना जाल्यार लोक थंयसून परतून येता. म्हणजे लोकांनी वचप खंय, लोकांनी वचप खंय. सरकारान खरें म्हणून जाल्यार असल्या बारीक बारीक गजाली लक्ष धरूंक जाय. आज कितले ते सोनालीचो खून जालो, सिद्धीचे हें जालें, मागीर दुसरे आनी कितें वास्कोन कितली तरी रेपी जाल्यो. कोण पळयता? वुमन कमिशनाचें काम आसता ते हे बारीक गजालींक घेवन भोंवपाचें. आमचे रिक्वेस्ट आहा चीफ मिनिस्टराचे, हेल्थ मिनिस्टराचे, तुमचें राजकारण पळय कितें आसा तें तुमी कुशीक दवरा, पण बायलांक लागून वुमन कमिशन दवरा. आनी थंयसर आसुनी सरकाराक इतले बायलांचेर अत्याचार जाता आनी तुमी न्हिदयल्या खुर्च्यो.
Prasad Poji for Herald TV.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has announced that government would soon launch a Har Ghar Fiber scheme providing internet access to each household. IT Minister Rohan Kaunte said Goa government plans to launch 10,000 Wi-Fi hotspots across the state in coming few months. Government buildings as well as public places will be covered. All constituencies will have Wi-Fi access points free of cost, Kaunte stated.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has announced that government would soon launch a Har Ghar Fiber scheme. IT Minister Rohan Kaunte announced plans to launch 10,000 Wi-Fi hotspots across the state. All constituencies will have Wi-Fi access points free of cost, Kaunte added. Shraddha Kamath for Herald TV.
With an increase in the number of fatal road accidents, Transport Minister Movin Gudino on Monday said that efforts are being made by the government to install CCTV cameras at major traffic intersections, accident-prone zones and other public places to monitor vehicular movement and traffic violations even at night.
Transport Minister Movin Gudino said efforts are being made by the government to install CCTV cameras. The cameras will be installed at major traffic intersections, accident-prone zones and other public places. The cameras will be used to monitor vehicular movement and traffic violations even at night. Transport Minister Movin Gudino stated that the CCTV cameras installation project would be launched on public-private partnership basis. CM Sawant stated that bad road conditions cannot be the only reason for accident and that people and tourists need to follow traffic safety rules.
आणि जे सायन बोर्ड्स आसतले ते आमी काढून PWD कडे दिताले. हांव गेले 1 वर्स 1.5 वर्स रावता ते करतले जावना कांय कारणां लागून. आतां म्हाजे डायरेक्टरा सांगला आमी स्वता करया, आमी तेंचे इंजिनियर घेवया ऑन बोर्ड. वी विल टेक द टेक्निकल इनपुट्स फ्रॉम देम वॉट एवर नेसेसरी, बट वी विल डू इट आवरसेल्व्स बिकॉज वी गॉट कॉम्पिटंट पीपल और वील हायर पीपल एंड आय विल डू इट इन अ टायम बाउंड मॅनर. कित्याक सायनेजीस सारक्यो ना हांव मान्य करता. हें एक जालें. दुसरे आमी अनेक डिसिजन घेयला पळय व्हेरी कॉन्शियसली with private participation. We will be installing cameras, public-private partnership. I will make the public invest in the cameras, sophisticated cameras which can monitor even at night time all important traffic intersections, main areas in the market, and who accident prone asa, I will be putting cameras so we can get clear information who is doing what.
तुका एक सांगता, तू जर सगळे ऍक्सिडेंट जर काढून पळयत न्ही, ओके, हांव अशें म्हणना की रस्त्या खातीर म्हणजे रस्ते पाड जाल्या म्हणूनच सगळे ऍक्सिडेंट जाता अशें म्हणशीत जाल्यार चुकीचें आसा. रस्तो पाड आसा म्हणून एखादो वयता आसतलो स्कूटर कार हे तर एखादो पडटा, बट मेजर ऍक्सिडेंट जे आसा पळय न्ही, तूं हेजो जो सर्वे काढून पळयत आसत न्ही, हेतून रॅश ड्रायव्हिंग आसा, ड्रंकन ड्रायव्ह आसा, नायट म्हणजे निग्लिजन्स आसा लोकांचें. तेच्या खातीर पर्संटेज एखादी ठरोवप हो सेकंड इश्यू आहा, but not only the reason is road.
Shweta Kamath for Herald TV.
The First Appellate Authority of Goa Legislature has dismissed the appeal of Advocate Iris Rodriguez in disclosing the expenditure of the two-day training program of MLAs. The order claims that disclosing this information would mean breach of privilege of House and interference in the working of the House. Advocate Iris Rodriguez reacted by saying the order is strange since similar information was supplied to him earlier. Listen to both the sides.
Goa legislature dismisses appeal of Advocate Iris Rodriguez in the two-day training program of MLAs. The First Appellate Authority claims that disclosing this information would mean breach of privilege of the House. Petitioner Iris Rodriguez says this is strange since previously similar information was provided to him.
Today I passed an order dismissing his appeal, and I have given a copy of the order so that you can see the findings, what I have done in this order. And his appeal has been dismissed. I have followed all the constitutional provisions as well as the Goa Legislative Assembly rules.
As per Iris Rodriguez, he told that 2012 the Assembly has given the details of the Assembly.
त्यांना कितें जालें आतां there is a breach of privilege. That is why I have followed the constitution and I have taken this decision.
Now, in which way would I be pressurizing the speaker or interfering with the functioning of the House? This is a finding which she has come to is very strange, because the RTI Act was enacted for transparency in governance, so that there is transparency and we come to know everything that the government or government institutions do. This whole thing is to deny information which is not permissible in terms of the RTI Act. So now against this order, I would prefer an appeal immediately before the State Information Commission and let the State Information Commission decide, because similar information sought by me regarding the training session held for MLAs in 2012, the complete information was furnished to me in 2012. So the Goa Legislature Secretariat has been furnishing information to people, which means that the Goa Legislature Secretariat comes within the purview of the RTI Act, and that is the reason why they have a PIO and also a First Appellate Authority.
Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
Kurtori Gymkhana prevailed over Sporting Club Daoli 2-1 and moved into the quarter-finals of the 47th Chandor Cement Football Tournament organised by Chandor Club at Chandor Ground on Sunday. Kurtori Gymkhana will now meet Betalbati Sports Club in the quarter-finals of the tournament.
Kurtori Gymkhana and Sporting Club Dawooli dished out a fast-paced football encounter. Kurtori Gymkhana drew first blood through Albert Mascarenas in the 20th minute. Kurtori Gymkhana's goalkeeper thwarted efforts of Dawooli forwards to keep a clean sheet in the first half. In the second half, Milton Kalas of Dawooli scored in the 38th minute to draw level. Nixon Kastan of Kurtori Gymkhana ensured victory for the team by scoring in the 64th minute. Inacio Narona for Herald TV.
Edwin Nunes, Datta Prasad Gaonkar and Rama Mandrikar, arrested in the Sonali Fogart case, were produced before the Sessions Court Panjim on Sunday. The court granted 5 days police custody to all the 3 accused. So far, a total of 5 accused have been arrested in this case. 3 of them are booked for peddling drugs. Meanwhile, the advocate of Edwin Nunes, the purported owner of Kohli's Beach Shack, has denied that the beachside club belongs to his client.
The Sessions Court granted 5 days police custody to the 3 accused Edwin Nunes, Datta Prasad Gaonkar, and Rama Mandrekar. 3 of them are booked for peddling of drugs. The advocate for Edwin Nunes, the purported owner of Curly's, has denied that the beachside club belongs to his client.
We had moved a bail for Edwin before this court since the FIR shows that the said methamphetamine was weighed with the polythene bag. So the weight was 2.20 grams as shown in the Panchanama. Therefore the bail was moved here to say that the weight of the polythene bag cannot be considered under NDPS Act, not a prohibited substance, and therefore this court would have a jurisdiction to deal with the bail. The opposite party or the prosecution argued that this court would have no jurisdiction to deal with the bail because he's been booked under section 22B. So that was our overall argument with respect to the bail of Edwin, and then the order is passed rejecting our bail. So we are waiting for the order copy.
What is the reason given for the...
No, we do not know because we are waiting for the order copy. It was only pronounced it is rejected.
So what are your plans for the future? How are you going to tackle this case?
We are going to file in a NDPS court now. Next. A prosecution argued that since he is booked under 22B of NDPS Act, the bail will lie before NDPS court and not before magistrate.
So what are the sections that have been pressed against Edwin, sir?
You will be moving to NDPS.
NDPS court, yes.
So 5-day custody has been given to Anjuna also. In what regards the custody has been?
They wanted.
Sonali,
I don't think so. You have to mix these two cases.
They are separate cases.
They are totally separate cases.
No, sir, but on what grounds was the custody granted?
No, we do not know. Once we get a bail order, in that bail order, it will be written down.
No, the arguments put up by the prosecution.
They wanted to have the documentation because our claim is that he is not the owner of the Curly's. He is not a owner at all. So we do under section 25. They need to under section 25 of NDPS Act. They need to show the Curly's were managed by someone or who is the owner of this person or under whose control this place was. Now our claim is clear that he is not the owner of the place.
So in what capacity is he connected to Curly's?
No, we do not know. That is exactly what I am asking the prosecution.
But he was running it?
No, we are not saying anything. So there is no document with respect to anything to that extent.
So landowner is Edwin?
Paper, sir, then Curly's
No, he is not.
No,
who is he?
If you are saying he's not the owner,
the real owner?
On paper, who's the real owner? Or who's
That we have filed, that we will keep for
No,
later.
but who is the owner?
So who is the owner of
this
Curly's
club?
No, see, legally he is not a owner of
He
this
is
place.
associated to Curly.
No, not. We are saying on the paper, there is no paper to say that he owns the ownership rights.
So
Clinton D'Souza and Devendra Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has said he has ordered a thorough investigation into the Sonali Fogart death case. He said the Haryana CM had spoken to him and requested thorough investigation. He said Fogart's family members met him and urged that CBI take over the case. If required, we will give this case to CBI. The Goa police are thoroughly investigating the case. All the guilty will be brought to book, he assured.
Goa Chief Minister has said if required, we will give the Sonali Fogart case to the CBI. Drug peddlers, hoteliers, whoever is guilty will be punished, he said. Asked about the issue of drugs, CM said, every tourist cannot be viewed in that angle.
खुद हरियाणा सीएम ने मुझसे बात की है, उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट भी किया है कि थॉरो इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन होना चाहिए और उसका फर्दर इन्वेस्टिगेशन उनको चाहिए तो सीबीआई के पास देने के लिए. तो वी आर रेडी टू गिव द सीबीआई के पास, हमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. उनका कल मुझे फोन आया था उनके फैमिली मेंबर उनको मिलने के बाद और उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट किया है कि ये केस सीबीआई के पास देने के लिए. तो फिर आज हमारी पूरी फॉर्मेलिटीज कंप्लीट होने के बाद चाहे तो मेरे डीजीपी और पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट से, क्योंकि वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन पूरी तरह से कर रहे हैं, होने के बाद उनसे डिस्कस करके यानी इफ रिक्वायर्ड विल गिव दिस केस टू द सीबीआई ऑल्सो. वी आर डूइंग द थॉरो इन्वेस्टिगेशन. इस तरह से पहली बार डीपली इन्वेस्टिगेशन उसका हो रहा है. ड्रग पेडलर से देखे, होटलर से देखे, केस जो इन्वॉल्वमेंट है वो सभी को सजा हो जाएगी. उसकी जिस तरह से जितना अभी पूरे इन्वेस्टिगेशन की तरफ से हमारी पूरी टीम लगी हुई है और फर्दर जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि सीबीआई के पास भी देनी चाहिए तो एक सीबीआई के पास दी जाएगी.
होम डिपार्टमेंट का पुलिस को कितना अफर्ट किया क्योंकि 5 लोगों को भी अरेस्ट किया आज.
द डे वन से मैं बोल देता हूं कि जिस दिन से इंसिडेंस हुआ है उस दिन से आज तक मेरे पूरे होम डिपार्टमेंट के सभी ऑफिसर्स, डीजीपी से लेके पुलिस कांस्टेबल तक सभी उस केस में लगे हुए हैं और ईच एंड एवरीथिंग वी फाइंड आउट किया है।
20 लाख का होटल लोगों का इंस्ट्रक्शन रखेगा सर, क्योंकि वो ड्रग्स का मामला आ गया।
हमें पहले एक बात देखना चाहिए, गोवा बीइंग अ टूरिस्टिक स्टेट, हर जो टूरिस्ट यहाँ आता है वो यहाँ पे यानी गोवा देखने के लिए आता है। हम हर एक को उसी नजरिया से देखना नहीं होता है, लेकिन विजिलेंट देखने के लिए पर्सनली माई सेल्फ इज मॉनिटरिंग, इट इज एन एंटी नार्कोटिक सेल, द एएनसी मॉनिटर कर रहा है, इससे वो और टाइटन किया जाएगा। आई विल पर्सनली मॉनिटर द ईच एंड एवरी डे द एएनसी के बारे में मैंने डीजीपी को भी इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है और उसका रिपोर्टिंग यानी मंथली बेसिस पे रिपोर्टिंग करने के लिए कहा है। आपने देखा तो विद इन यानी ढेर सारे ड्रग्स के केसेस एएनसी ने क्रैक डाउन किए हैं।
क्या लगता है कि आपको ऐसा हरियाणा को भी गोवा टीम भेज रहे हैं? गोवा से हरियाणा को भी भेजेगा इन्वेस्टिगेशन?
इफ इट इज रिक्वायर्ड देन द फर्दर इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए जो कुछ लगेगा वो करेगा।
सीबीआई को ये केस हैंडल करने का
मैं फिर से एक बात बोल देता हूं आपको, क्योंकि हमारे पुलिस ने पूरी तरह से इसकी जांच की है, लेकिन फिर भी उन लोगों की डिमांड है समझो तो सीबीआई को देने के चाहिए, तो सीबीआई देना वो चाहते हैं तो हम सीबीआई देने के लिए कोई हमें हरकत नहीं है, लेकिन उसकी पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन हमारी पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट ने की है। मैं मेरे पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट का अभिनंदन करता हूं।
ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट, हेरल्ड टीवी।
It was a historic moment for all Goans as Archbishop of Goa and Daman, Philip Neri Ferram, was on Saturday elevated to the rank of cardinal among 20 other cardinals by Pope Francis during a consistory for the creation of cardinals at St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. Philip Neri is the first cardinal in the 465 years history of Christianity in Goa.
Archbishop Ferram approached the Pope to receive the symbol of the cardinalate, red skull cap, biretta, ring, the bull assigning the title and rank. Thanksgiving masses and communitarian prayer services were held in every church and chapel in Goa and Daman. Cardinal Philip Neri Ferram is among the 20 new cardinals who will serve as the Pope's top advisors and vote in the next conclave. During the rite, Pope Francis placed the red biretta on the new cardinals, gave them their ring and the bull assigning them their titles. Many Goans watched live the ceremony of His Eminence Philip Neri's induction. Later, Pope Francis and Pope Emeritus Benedict met the cardinals.
That was prepared. And now we go to the discourse of our Holy Father. Once more to follow him along the path of his mission, a fiery mission. So we remember this bishop who should have been here and was not able to come. We're looking at the rings now, the cardinalatial rings, which will be given to the cardinals shortly. Great is my distress till it is over. And we were also just looking at the biretta that will also be bestowed upon the new cardinals shortly. Now coming forward, Archbishop Philip Neri from Goa in India.
Arcipe, anno de mano Petri, in noveris directione principes apostolorum directionem tuam erga ecclesiam roborari. Honorem Dei omnipotentis et sanctorum apostolorum Petri et Pauli, tibi committimus.
Following this consistory, the College of Cardinals will contain 226 cardinals. 132 of these cardinals will be able to elect a future pope. 94 of them are non-electors.
nel mio cuore.
Di San Francesco Saverio, che fa nel quarto centenario del...
Bureau Report for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.